Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the year. I'm so excited to have you guys, and I'm going to get right into it. I wanted to discuss with you a few important issues that you really are going to need to know to dive in and get ready to start learning day one. So, this video, we're going to discuss making sure you're in the right classes and how to submit assignments. These are very, very important issues. And also, we might touch on some social emotional issues to make sure you're feeling okay while we're really going through this process. So, we'll go ahead and get started. First off, let's discuss exactly whether or not you're in the right classes. So I want you to pause this video and go to Power School and make sure that your Power School schedule matches the classes that are showing up in your Canvas and in your Edgenuity. That is key to getting started off on the right track. We are humans and technology can be so glitchy. So if you imagine being in American History 2 and you've been in it for 4 weeks and you realize you didn't need the class in the first place. Talk about epic fail. So now that you're in high school, you have to advocate on your own behalf. So before you even get started, check your classes. And if you have any changes, reach out to Miss South or Miss Rogers right now. I mean, right now, to make sure you are getting started off on a great foot. So if you need to do that, pause the video and do that now. All right, for those of you that are already in the right classes and you know where you're going, do a little check-in. Sometimes before you sit down to work, it can be a little nerve-wracking. So I want you to take some time to do some deep breathing and figure out where you are. You can do a 3-take. 1, if you're feeling, I'm not feeling this. 2, I'm all right. Or you can rate yourself a 3 if, you know what, I'm motivated and ready to work. So if you're at a 1, I would really take some time to do some deep breathing. I have my succulent plants with me. They're absolutely wonderful. Candles help, diffusers, relaxation. I love sharpened pencils. Anything that makes you feel relaxed, I would use some of those coping mechanisms before you start your work so you can get socially and emotionally in the right place. So before you start, if you need to do that, go ahead and pause the video too so you can really get in the mindset to start off strong and get moving. So if you need to do that, go ahead and stop. All right, if you're all through that, now we're going to talk about navigating and how to submit assignments. Those are also key to social emotional health. If you sit down and you don't know what you're doing, that can put you at a 1 and it can really stress you out. But if you know what you're doing, you know how to conquer it and go after it, it can make you completely ready to start. So I'm going to first talk to you about how to submit an assignment. So I'm going to go to my courses here. We're going to go home, and what I'm going to do is do it from a student view. I have to reset the student view a little bit, so make sure you're patient with me through this video. So let's talk about submitting an assignment. So let's look at the Declaration of Independence. We'll just pick any assignment here. So you'll watch the video right here, and then it says, please either copy and paste the questions in your document or write the questions out to answer them. Be sure your responses are at least 3 to 5 sentences. So now, how to do that? That could be stressful. Don't stress about it. Let me show you. You go right up to, if you're older and you've been here, I know you know this, but refresher is always a good thing. So you'll hit submit assignment right here. It's clear and easy to do. And I'm going to show you all of the options you have to submit assignments. So the excuses that you have for not submitting them are going to be very low. Let me give myself a whoa net. Whoa. did I do it right? Well, anyway, here are the options. You can do a simple file upload. This is for people that like to work or save their work like on a hard drive or in Microsoft Word. They can use this feature, or if you have more than one document to submit. So you'll choose a file, and it'll hook up to either your computer or if you have a flash drive or whatever, and you could submit. See how I just did that? Say I had another page. Say I really got into this assignment and I want to submit another page. It gives me another opportunity to submit another one. So I go back right here to choose file and submit another one. Bam. All done. So that is the directions for file upload. You can simply submit files from your hard drive, your computer, your flash drive, whatever. Okay? The most common way to submit an assignment is through text entry. So if you look at this assignment, it's going to open and it has questions in it. You can copy and paste. I can't do that here. You can copy and paste these questions into the text entry box and answer them, or you can just read them and answer them in complete sentences. What do you think unalienable rights means according to the document? So you simply start typing in the text box, according to the document, and you keep going. You need to answer these questions and these responses. It says 3 to 5. I'm more in the 5 to 7 range. Paragraph 1 or 2 is appropriate, especially for honors classes. You need to really engage with this material. I'm a picky grader, and I do look to see that you actually have what's called text evidence in your answer. So make sure you're doing that, and you can write all your response. Then you go to the bottom under text entry and hit what? Submit assignment. And once you do that, that submit assignment will turn green up there. So you'll know. So I'll do that after to show you. Another option you have is Google Drive. If you want to keep all your stuff organized in one place, Google Drive is the way to go for an assignment. That way you can spell check, you can use all these cool tools, which I'll show you in a minute. So this will say submit your work. You'll say, is that you? Danielle Lennon. That's me. You'll select file, and it takes me to my Google Drive. And instantly I can load up any assignment that I choose. I'll pick the assignment, click add. It'll say, do you want me to attach it? You'll say, oh yeah, please attach that assignment. Y'all know I'm being corny, okay? I'm trying to keep you awake. And then you will see orientation, right? And then you'll hit what? Submit assignment. The key is after everything to hit submit assignment, because if you don't, I won't get it. Submit assignment, okay? So you can go over here and click more, and that even gives you other options. That's like email, that's Google Drive. You can also submit an assignment from Google Drive using the file upload, but in the past, students have had problems with that. Either way is fine. You can submit your Google Drive assignment here under file upload or under Google Drive. So either way is good. So let's talk about submitting notes. This is very, very, very important. Okay. When you submit notes to me, I have you do your notes. I'm old school. I have you write your notes on a piece of paper in a notebook by hand. And the reason I have you do that is, number one, you can copy and paste and say those were your notes. And number two, it's something about being able to write things down. Okay. And I want to see your handwriting and I want to hear your voice. Sometimes in typing, it's hard to hear your voice. So here are my notes here. I've taken notes. You will submit these. Remember, at the end of each module, not at the end of each lesson, but after the end of the entire module, you'll see where it says submit notes. You can do this in a couple ways. Like I said in the last video, you can grab your phone. See, mine's so cute. You can grab your phone, take a picture of the notes, bam, and go to File Upload and upload those pictures if you'd like. If that works for you, you'll have to email your pictures to your from your phone to your computer. For some, that can be a little cumbersome, but if you can do that, that's an easy way. Make sure it's flat. Make sure you put your phone up here and it's clear and close. You want to do it that way? Great. Another option to submit your notes, if you're getting confused by that whole take the picture thing, is here in the text entry. What you can do is make a video of your notes submission and it sends it right to me. So you go, do you see right here where it says, it has the little play button, it says record, upload media? You go here and hit upload, record media. Now it's saying, do you want to submit something from your computer? Nope, you want to record. So what you will do, see, double face, is you will start recording. And then you will, in front of your camera, as clearly as you can, put your notes and you will roll it up so that I can see it. Make sure it's in the middle. Make sure I can read it. That's page 1. Then you'll grab page 2. Do the same thing, nice and slow, so I can read it. In the middle. And it normally takes about 5 minutes or so. If you take a lot of notes, then I recommend trying to figure out the email way. But there's always a way to get me to them. You can just do it by this webcam. And then when you're done, you'll just say I did a recording. So let me see. Oh, I can't start recording, but you'll stop recording and then it'll come up here. And then again, you'll hit submit assignment. Okay, that's the second way. The first way was using your phone. Here's a rehash. The second way was going text box and then going to the record where you do these 3 buttons here to the record. And the third way I'm going to show you is using your camera on your computer. So I'm going to put this link here, how to take a photo on a Chromebook. And it goes step by step. Your Chromebook comes equipped with a built-in camera you can use to snap pictures. So you'll go first to this little icon. Some of you will already see it. You'll go to camera. Then you'll have the choice between video, photo. You can go to square if you want it square. You want to do funky things with it. But simply, you can go to either square or photo. Snap a picture. If you don't like it, you can delete it and you will save it to your computer. So you can use this link. I'll attach it. This is how you get it. You go to your downloads and you'll be able to pull your photos up. I will have this link for you. Or you can simply take it, put it in front of your camera, hit picture, bam, and do the same thing. So there are 3 ways to get your handwritten notes to me. And again, I will put this link on how to use your camera from your Chromebook right after this video. So that's assignments and notes. Now we need to talk about discussions. We're almost there. So some of your assignments, you'll have to engage with your other classmates. That's, again, part of your social and emotional learning. You need to be able to continue to be involved with people and express your thoughts in an important and respectful way. So all throughout my lessons, you will have chances to discuss with your classmates. So I'm asking you in this lesson to give me your opinion on whether um, they were robber barons or captains of industry. And this is Carnegie and I think JP Morgan. So, how do you reply to a discussion? How do I even do this, Miss Lennon? Once you've read the directions carefully, very, very carefully, then you will go down and hit reply. You will say, I think they were captains of industry because you will do a 5 to 7 sentence response because you're academic and that's what we require. You will use the text as a reference. You will make sure you are using academic language like we've discussed. Then, when you're done with your thoughts, you will hit, move my face, my beautiful face, you will hit post reply. And bam, you will see the reply pop up. You will not get to see other people's replies so that you can just kind of wiggle and say, I'm going to say a little bit of what they saying. Nah, child, we got you. We want to make sure you're learning all you can learn. So what you will be doing is you will have to respond first, and then you'll get to see other responses. Say this did I hit post reply? There it is. You can also then reply to someone else's reply. You can always do that too. So when you reply to another person's reply, the inappropriate way to reply is like this: watch. Don't do it. I ain't gonna do it. No, don't do it. Y'all seen that meme this summer? It was so funny. Anyway, don't do it. I agree is not an appropriate or an academic response. Again, text evidence and thoughtful replies will be graded. So make sure you want your work graded, you reply correctly. And I've again talked about that and how to make an A to my class. Everything you turn in at the minimum, 5 to 7 sentences as a rule, and you'll be straight. All right, now let's go over, went over discussion. Last but not least, how to, a new tool, because we went over submit assignment already, a new tool. This is, let me move this out of the way here. We have some new ones up here. This is called Read and Write Google. It's an extension. It's pretty awesome. And you will see this in your modules if you haven't before. These are tools that you can use. They might not be on every single assignment, but you can find this up in your little corner. What these do is for those assignments that are pretty lengthy and you feel like you need a little extra help reading, you can get it to read it out loud for you. You can stop it. You can highlight it. So while you're reading, these tools are great. But when you're in college and the teacher is really talking, I'm trying to get you prepared for that. So while you're writing and doing the videos, use your highlighter and different tools to take notes. Okay. And you can do that here also to kind of help you out. If you have any IEP accommodations or any accommodations of any sort, these are also ways of assisting. So make sure you use these tools. They're especially helpful in making sure you're engaging in the information. So I went over social emotional. I went over making sure you have the right classes. I went over how to submit a discussion assignment. I forgot taking a quiz. So let's go to quizzes. It might kick me out of student mode. It didn't. So simply, when you go to take a quiz, you will do the lesson, and then at the bottom, what will you push? There it is. I'm so excited. Take quiz. On my quizzes, you typically get 2 times to take it, and then you'll get the answer at the end of that. So take the quiz twice if you need to. Yes, you're allowed to use your notes. You'll get the answers at the end to just check your understanding, but I always take the highest. Read the directions first, and here are the questions. When you come to the end of the quiz, you will hit submit quiz. Don't get up and walk away. You hit submit quiz. Okay? So we went over how to submit notes, discussions, text entry, Google Docs, social emotional, and making sure you're in the right class. I tried to talk fast so that the video wasn't long, but if you need to rewind it, have grace and patience with yourself. Rewind it. Take your time. If you need to take a break in between, you can do that. This is the best thing about remote instruction. A lot of the control is yours. Thank you so much for listening. Go ahead and watch the next video that you need, and welcome to history class.